Welcome boys. In this video we're going to be removing the headlights and then the lens from our BMW E38. As you can see, the lenses are a bit on the cloudy side. This one not as bad, but I bought two new lenses, and unlike modern day headlights where you have to remove the whole assembly and replace the whole assembly because the lens gets cloudy, these BMW E38s, you can replace just the lens. So I have new rubber seals, two new clear lenses. I'm going to pull the headlight assembly out so I can get this dirty lens off and then put clean ones in. So to get this thing out, we need to get the side marker out. There's a hole here. I'll show you some of this in detail a little more, but you go down through here with a Phillips screwdriver. You're going to loosen the thing that holds this corner light in so you can pull it out. We're going to pull this metal thing off. There's two T20 Torxes in here, and there's a little tab we have to slide out of the way. We also have to use a Phillips screwdriver here. We need to loosen these 10 mils here. That'll allow us to pull the whole assembly out. After we unplug the electrical connectors anyway, there's one here and one below it. We'll be able to get those out no problem once we can pull this thing free a little. And once we get the whole assembly out, then I can get any and all clips that are holding the lens in place. So I'm going to set you up on the tripod and time-lapse me removing that. I may voice over it to tell you exactly what I'm doing. That way there's no questions about it. We had a few hiccups. The hood release cable was getting caught on that headlight adjustment knob, so just make sure that that's not in the way keeping you from pulling it off. And then in the process of getting wiggly, this plastical deal started coming loose. And then the top things you don't have to take off, you have to loosen them. Because these slots right here would slide in there. So, and then I'll also show where you stuck the screwdriver through here. It's held on by this thing. There's a gap here, and this plastic piece slides in through there. And then when you tighten that through there, that's what holds the side marker in place. Those are the two electrical connectors that you unplug. The top one you just lift up, pulls off, and then this is the squeeze tab. You squeeze it and then pry it off. Alright, now we got that done. Go ahead and start taking these clamps off. As you can see on the top, we got 3. That side has 1. This side has 1. And then the underneath has some too. But we will have to remove this plastical deal with our T20 in order to better access the ones that are holding it on the bottom. After that, we can get that off and put the new ones on. That was pretty easy to get off. It's just held in place by these little plastical tabs, so you just gotta finagle it, slide that off. But these are the other clamps on the bottom that are holding that on. So let's get to prying them off. Okay, boys, I'm gonna explain what I'm doing, but I'm not gonna do it on camera just because I have this elevated and it's gonna be easier. I'll just be blocking most of you anyways. Here's my new lens. Here's the new gasket. It is cone shaped, so there's, I guess tapered would be the word here. So it's thinner on this side, thicker on this side. Although this is pretty soft and pliable, I have a new one, so I'm gonna replace it anyway. So you just squeeze and pull that little plastical deal that's on the top, and then once you get it started, you can pull this part free. And I'm going to assume that this spot is the pointier end that goes back in here, and that it flares out bigwards. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll install the other one, which is going to go in here. Then we're going to clamp the lens back on, and then it should be mint. So I'm going to do that off camera, and when we come back, it'll be mint looking and then ready to go back in. Okay, lens has been clamped back on. I had to do that from an elevated position. I couldn't do that on the ground. Obvious reasons. You don't want to press your new lens into the ground and scratch the hell out of it. But all the clamps are reaffixed. Just took a little bit of convincing. And that new rubber seal was a little bit thicker than the old one. The old one's still pliable, but I guess it has shrunk over the years. And I ceramic coated these new lenses with Armor Shield 9 when they first came in to give them a little bit of protection from the elements. As I did, these aren't OEM. They did come from China, but they weren't exactly cheap, so I'm not sure how much UV coatings they got. So just to be safe, I ceramic coated it. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. Other one we still have to do, and then this is the original on this side. So go ahead and get it back in, and then you'll see the before and after. The installation reserve opposite of removal, so I don't think you really need to see that, but if you do, you can fast forward through the time lapse and then you'll see it at the end. That's how you replace headlight, lens, or remove the assembly, or remove and replace the seal, or all the above. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helped. Thanks for watching, boys. Peace.